It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see Fred Warner, who's really been a force from his linebacker spot, now up to 10 sacks this season. It's the 49ers and the Bears on Monday Night Prime Time.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy. A short throw here to Latu. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. They're winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He'll buy some time right, and he whips that one incomplete there. You look at this Bears defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, The initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Through the middle of the field. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners 30. 45 yards rushing for him now. His first 2 carries in the ballgame. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners have regained the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. He's the first in the league to reach 30 touchdown passes this year. Did that on the last drive, and he starts here with a 1st down. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Purdy from the gun. And returns it right back to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. Fourth down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 47.
On second and inches, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Fields on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Anthony Richardson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Marquise Goodwin, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Man, just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One play action. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air again, Fields. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be John 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Carlson out for the extra point.
Alert! Alert!
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw right side is going to be... And take this to the other side of... Going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing here, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at Soldier Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down without it. This
touchdown! George Kittle with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Purdy will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Fields.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Fields to the right side, and he's got Moore complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run for on 1st and goal. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. That is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Purdy and the Niners down by 5, 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Purdy to throw, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Purdy to throw. George Kittle able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd down, goal to go. Again, McCaffrey. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Throwing, Purdy. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days. Anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it, but that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because